Good to see everybody.
Yes, good morning, and welcome to New Thought Unity Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. We're going to do things in a little bit different arrangement today. My name's Alice Ryan, and I'm just going to give you the announcements first, and then we can get down to the wonderful program and the fabulous guests that we have today. First of all, the Women of Wisdom will meet on June 19th in Friendship Hall, and we'll celebrate diversity. All genders are welcome to come for a heart-opening discussion of Juneteenth and the LGBTQIA. Group starts at 10 o'clock. RSVP to Barb, Joe Wolobeck. I believe it's not up there? Okay. Well, call the center, and they'll give you her email address and her phone number. Angel Wings is open today. 10% off all red and beige tagged, 50%. Today I should have put my glasses on. 50% off all red and beige tagged items. The sale ends today. Regular hours are Friday 10 to 2, Saturdays 10 to 4, and Sundays 12 to 3. Stop by and browse while waiting for the concert to start. Or browse at the Galleria Gift Shop, or Galleria of Grace Gift Shop, which is open every Sunday after service until 1 p.m. Stop in for your July/August daily word and discover other fine homemade items available for sale. Friendship Hall is open. You are welcome to congregate there after service.
And I have to throw something in there. I just got a special announcement. There's snacks down there. So, and coffee. So snacks and drinks. So it's open and there are snacks and drinks. So
wonderful. Yeah, that just corrected the next line I was going to tell you. All right, well, we have a lovely service today, and we're going to get started with that right now.
Trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright, blessed day, dark, sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful do you
know whenever I'm on stage, there's going to be a lot of music. And so welcome to almost an all music Sunday again. All right, let's go. Let's rise. Come on. To change it, we see we're just taking old ways and setting them free. Now I'd like to teach the world today a familiar song in a different way. It's a song of hope, of peace, of love, of standing together and not giving up. Yes, now is the time, y'all, to open our eyes and join in together, cause the day we will rise. Come on, let's sing it together. It's time to rise, rise, rise. Rise up to your feet. It's time to rise, rise, rise. It's time to rise, rise, and be the change we need. Be the change we need. Free release and let go. We can stand up and show. And spirit will help us embrace the unknown. 'Cause now we need love and patience to spare. No gossip, no critics, it'll get us nowhere. We need to look to the future and learn from the past. Take a deep breath and begin a new path. We'll be teaching our children great lessons in change. And healing and growing, let's start it our way. Talking about something different, something fresh, something new. Something shows our kids we embrace them too. You can't speak of change and leave out a generation. And without new ideas, will we be in our nation? Together we're able to make changes in life. And together we're able to help others rise. You think you got it now? Let's sing. It's time to rise, rise, rise. Rise up to your feet. Yeah. It's time to rise, rise, rise. Be the change we need. Here's what I'm gonna rise. So let's rise to love. Let's rise to peace. Let's rise to the power and of true release. Let's rise to hope, yes, and let's rise to faith. Let's rise to the promise of a new day. Let's rise to fairness, we'll rise to equal rights. Let's rise to the knowledge that day follows night. Let's rise to our children and a new generation. Let's rise to end warfare between our nations. Let's rise up for families and loved ones we miss. Let's rise to the power of all forgiveness. Let's rise for freedom throughout our world. Let's rise for all people, every boy, every girl. So let's rise without shame. Let's rise because the day we rise, it's already here. Come on, sing it with us, here we go. It's time to rise, rise, rise. Rise up to your feet. It's time to rise, rise, rise. It's time to rise, rise, rise. And be the change we need. Keep singing it, yeah. It's time to rise, rise, rise. Rise up to your feet, yeah. It's time to rise, rise, rise. Be the change we need. One more time, here we go. Come on. It's time to rise, rise, rise. Rise up to your feet. It's time to rise, rise, rise. Be the change we need. Yeah. Beautiful. Awesome. Well, good morning again. How's everybody feeling? You made it in here with no cicadas riding on your back? No? Oh, well, they wanted to be here too. Yeah. So it's good to see everybody. I'm so grateful that you're here. You're in for a treat. This is going to be a wonderful Sunday. But now, let's do our weekly affirmation. Are you ready? It's up on the screen. I'll say it once and then we'll say it together. I am free. I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. Can you say that with me? I am free. I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. Let's have a moment of prayer. So we take a breath in. We say, Mother, Father, God, thank you for this beautiful day, for all the people that are around us, for a brand new baby day where we can make new choices, where we can feel the freedom and the unlimited potential that is ahead of us. We are so grateful for this day. You, and so it is. Oh, and before we get into the congregation, you might wonder, David Kaiser looks a little different, doesn't he? Yeah. Well, a lot's happened in a week. David's free and unlimited too, as he's traveling in Utah. So, so welcome, Tajci Cameron. Can you give her a big warm welcome? I mean, you're in for such a treat. Tajci and I have been friends we met 6 years ago at an event here, and we've been talking about doing something together since then. And I'm so grateful that she's here with us now, and I hope it's not the last time that we will have you up here. But Tajci is an award-winning musician, a pop star, an author. She's a life coach. She's currently a Chopra-trained Perfect Health life coach. Is that right? Yeah. She currently lives in Nashville, but originally from Croatia, and currently lives in Nashville with her 3 sons, who are amazing, by the way. I think your kids are awesome. I think you're awesome. Just an amazing, accomplished musician and human. Please welcome Tajci Cameron.
Thank you. Thank you all. Yeah. And I lived 10 years in Cincinnati, right up the street in Clifton. So this is also my neighborhood.
Yeah.
So
You're familiar.
Good to be here. Thank you so much for welcoming.
Awesome. We ready for this congregational? Let's sing. Yeah. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Sing it with us. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. We don't know what's coming. We can help shape what's ahead. With kindness as our currency, the commonwealth is in our hands. So give a little, give a little, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go yourselves a hand.
This is a point in our service where we stand up and hug each other. If you're so inclined. Meet and greet everyone you haven't seen for a while. Meet some new people.
You coming back here? Come on back. Come on back.
Glad to be here.
And if you're watching us on in cyberspace, make a note. Let us know where you're viewing from.
Must be you.
Okay. Start.
Here we go.
Into-
One.
I feel a good vibration, healing and transformation all through this congregation. Must be unity. The experience is our mission. Universal wholeness is our vision. I am who I am. It's my decision.
Must be, must be, must be unity. NTUC unity.
Getting too hard to breathe. I know you feel like dying, but I promise we're gonna take the world to its feet and move those mountains. We're gonna take it to its feet. Move mountains. And I'll rise up. Rise like the day, I'll rise up. Rise unafraid, I'll rise up. And I'll do it 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up. High like the waves, we'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. We'll do it 1,000 times again. So good to gather together. A beautiful Sunday morning. Bring all of our desires, all of the aches, all of the fears. Come together to know that we're not alone. We'll rise for each other. We'll lean on each other. And that's what community is. So if you feel comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Breathe in love and breathe out whatever may be that is on your heart, that you can release into the loving hands of God and all the universe that so lovingly supports you at all times. And just take a few breaths. And bring your attention to your heart and let it gently speak to you. Let the answers come to you without you judging them. Let them come to you like whispers, the knowing inside that guides you and your steps. Ask your heart, who am I? What do I want? What is my purpose? What am I grateful for right now? And now let those answers be released into the universe, knowing and trusting that the universe and God will organize all your desires, all those pieces together, and bring you exactly what you need. Trust. Lean into the love that supports you and me every step of the way. Now let's spend a few minutes in that gratefulness, in that love. I am free. I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. And I'll rise up, rise like the wave, I'll rise up, rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you. That we have each other, and for that we have each other. We will rise, we will rise, and I'll rise up, high like the waves will rise up, rise unafraid. 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, I rise, we rise, yeah, we'll rise. Thank you, God. Thank you. We will rise. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, we can be done with the day, can't we? That was amazing. Just while we're getting ready, give a hand to the band and Mark O'Keefe. Yes. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you. And our singers.
Yes.
Is it good to see Jenny up here again? So, yeah. All right.
and Kim.
And me. When I was an early tween, Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread. Everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two, and Jesus made the water wine. I remember feeling sad, miracles don't happen still, and now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. My fingertips, and now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. It used to be a world out there, heaven second rate, hand me down. I'm walking with the Reverend Dad, 'cause everything is holy now. Sing it with us. Everything is holy now. 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 Read a questioning child's face. Say it's not a testament. That'd be very hard to say. See another new morning come. Say it's not a sacrament. I tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood, saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. Made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. It used to be a world out there, heaven second rate, hand me down. I'm walking with the Reverend Dad, 'cause everything is holy now. Sing it with us. Everything is holy now. 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 Woo! Nice. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh. What an amazing band.
Yeah.
Amazing to have you here. We're so grateful. How's everybody feeling? You're already pumped, right? Great morning already. And our talk title is Shut Down or Free at Last.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what a great meditation just to take us right into that.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
you know, as you said, so perfect. Shut down or
Free at last.
free at last. So when you said with a great band, my first thought was let's get back on the road. Let's take the show on the road, right? Because as a musician, it's like I can't sit still, right? So no shut down. Let's go, right? And yet, you know, this was like the first, obviously, year in my life, and I guess in all of our lives, right, that we were truly shut down. So I live in Nashville, and it was heartbreaking to see all the tour buses parked for the first time ever. It really like crushed your heart because you think about it, music. It was so symbolic. You think, how can anybody stop music, right? How can anybody stop us? How can anybody shut down what we have inside?
Yeah, and yet what I was thinking about was in relation to being shut down. So we've experienced this physical shutdown, right, in the last year, and now things are opening back up. And we feel the freedom of that, right? You guys are feeling that, right? But what about the shutdown within? What about that? So as things open back up, are we still going to be able to open up within? Or is busy going to become a reason that we don't open up? Right? Because busy was an excuse, right? I remember a lot of people at the beginning of the pandemic were like, oh my gosh, I'm finally like taking a minute to breathe and really go within. And then, of course, you know, it got really hard because it felt like a prison. Well, what happens when we shut down within? We're still in that prison, right? We're still locking ourselves in that cage. So how can we rise up and be free at last as things open up? Be free at last within so that we walk that on our outer.
Yeah, it's for me, it's the fear. The fear is the shutter downer, you know, and obviously we were not just considerate during the pandemic, and we wanted to shut down so that we wouldn't spread what can hurt us. So isn't this similar with fear? It keeps us in a place so that we wouldn't spread the fear. It keeps us at bay so that the fear wouldn't be fed, right, by others. It's not so easy to step out. You know, when I moved from Cincinnati to Nashville, you know, when you first, it's kind of like shut down or step out, be free. When you have a new place that you go to, you have an opportunity to, it's an open book, right? To be someone else, like okay, maybe in Cincinnati I was a little afraid, shut down, because it was a different, you know, time, and I had 3 small children, and I always had to you know, present a good picture. Plus, I moved from Los Angeles, and, you know, it was a big change for me. So when I got down south, there was a beautiful lady at the grocery store that looked at me and said, well, honey, how are you this morning? And I said, I just moved down here. And she said, well, welcome. How are you? And she repeated it, and I thought she really wanted to know. So I told her. The line was at the cashier at the grocery store, you know. Now I'm Croatia, so when I first moved here, how are you? I thought people really wanted to know how you are. But in New York, when I tried to tell them, they were already in the elevator or down the street. So I thought, you know, the South, I mean, this lady was like, you know, honey. She called me honey and sweetie, and I'm going to tell you. So she listened, and I told her I was nervous. You know, I really was vulnerable to her. And then she came out in the front, and she hugged me, and she said, oh, bless your little heart. And I was so excited. I was encouraged, like my fear of being judged or fear of not being accepted in this new place was kind of like softened by this beautiful woman. And so the next morning, I was so looking forward to going there, and I found her, and she smiled, and I was like, yes, I had all these other things to tell you. And I got there, I got my groceries, and she's like, good morning. She shut down, right? She was afraid that I was going to unload more. she wanted to keep the distance. That's the kind of things that keep us, right, from each other and then shuts us back down. I went back into my little house, my little subdivision house, and I looked outside. I'm Croatian. We love coffee hour. I'm so glad you have coffee here today, this morning, you know. It's communal. You don't drink coffee by yourself. You always have a friend to experience this awakening, right? The waking up and being energized and embracing a new day with a friend. So I'm sitting in my subdivision house and I'm thinking, you know, I see these women. I met them. They're all at home, and they all have these amazing coffee machines, and we're all sitting alone in our houses with our big, beautiful coffee machines, drinking coffee alone. Is it fear? Do we shut down? Or are we free? And why do we do that?
Yeah, so it's a great segue into, you know, something that I read yesterday about that was, you know, a lot of times our society has built us to just take care of our own, right? We don't connect. We don't. So when you said that about the woman, when she said, bless your heart, you know what that means in the South, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I learned.
That means I don't want to hear that story again. Yeah. And so, yeah, no, the shutdown, I was just reading yesterday, and the Four Agreements talks about this. So our belief that we don't have time, that we can't connect to someone else because there's fear of what it'll open up within us, right? And fear of being present with someone else, whatever they're going through. You might have shared like, oh my God, it's scary to be here and I'm just moved from blah, blah, you know, and people just want to hear, oh, how are you? I'm great, thank you. You know, that's all they want. And so how do we get to that place of vulnerability and being able to hold that with each other and being able to hold it for myself? So that's been my experience, is how do I hold vulnerability for myself even if I walk into a space where someone else isn't open to that and not shut down again? Because you guys, a lot of you have heard the story of how I ended up here at Unity. And I was completely shut down. And my anger preceded me in every room that I walked into because I was so shut down. I was so angry. I was worried about being hurt. I was abused as a kid. I had all the stories and the reasons why I needed to guard myself. But the greatest freedom I ever experienced was walking in here and sitting down and having someone tell me that I am loved no matter what I've done, because I thought, you know what, I've made so many mistakes. I've hurt so many people, and I've been so hurt that I'm just angry and I'm going to stay shut down. I'm going to keep my heart guarded. Well, the thing is, like, I didn't protect myself anymore by doing that. And actually, I've found so much freedom. So when I have been able to just step in to my vulnerability and show up with people in that way, no matter what, it has changed my life. And the Four Agreements was the beginning of that change when it said, question all your beliefs. How many of us were told growing up, either through our family or society or religion, you can't question. Just listen to what we're saying and do it. Don't question it. I was taught that. And so when I started questioning everything I believed about myself, guess what happened? The cage door opened. I stepped out on the thing and I began to fly. Now occasionally I go back to the cage because it's my safety, but then I remember to open that door and get back out again.
Yeah. And life is a journey of every day expanding and going a little bit further and deeper to meet really your true self. And in that meeting, of course, you meet God and you meet everything that supports us, all the grace and life itself, right? You know, I grew up in Croatia during in Yugoslavia, and I didn't have any religious upbringing. It was a communist country, so it was pretty good. We had a really good sense of commune, being together and sense that everybody's equal, that nobody's better than another person. And the only awareness of God that I had was music, art, stars in the sky, flowers. I wondered, To me, it was all miraculously made. And then I learned in science about energy, how energy always has to transform into something else. And so to me, everything was holy, right? But I didn't really have the concept of it. And then when I had my encounter with God, as God is defined in Catholic tradition, but it was more in a Franciscan spirit, so it was still very open and inclusive and very, everything is holy. But the difference is, like Kim, we all have the stories. We all have stories of, hurt and pain and not knowing what to do with it and not knowing how to get out of it. And so that's where the shutdown happens. And for me, and I will share that in our concerts later today, praying, I needed to pray. I wrote this song, and if there's anybody at this place right now, it's a very transforming place. Lay awake at night with all these thoughts inside that just won't go away. I can't calm the noises and the many voices, they keep coming back. So I pray, I try to pray. I have really tried to do what's right. I try to recognize your love. Yet you know that deep inside I have a hurting heart that won't let go of pain. Even when I pray, I try to pray. Help me break down, I forgot how to cry. I drowned up my tears with my pride. Help me to hear you, not pretend that I do. Help me to mean what I say. When I pray, I try to pray. I keep thinking to myself, this fight will never end. I always fall behind. All the things I want to do to make it up to you, it's just too much to bear. So I pray, I try to pray. I pray, I try to pray. Help me break down, I forgot how to cry. I drowned up my tears with my pride. Help me to hear you, not pretend that I do. Help me to mean what I say. When I pray, I try to pray. I pray when I pray. I pray when I pray. And in that shut down place where we're just so bogged down with fears and all the stuff that goes in our heads, all the thoughts that keep coming back. Oh, it's so hard to find that freedom, right? There's a difference in asking, in praying, and there's a difference in sitting quietly in the presence and listening and calming down the thoughts, letting them pass. And that's where we meet ourselves. That's where all that needs to heal comes up. And it's a safe place, especially when we have a community and someone to reach out to.
Yeah. Thank you, Tajci, for the song. Yeah, and so all I'm thinking about as we close out the talk part is, what will you pray? What questions will you ask? What ways will you allow yourself to see what comes up so that you can be free and not shut down? As we open up physically, let's see how we can open up more from within. So no more shut down. I want everyone to feel the freedom to be free at last. Amen? Amen. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Bringing her front and center. Look at you. We're going to bring you over here.
That's so far.
No, we want you over here where everybody can see you.
All right. Yes. So how are you all doing? Good, good, good. Yeah. Did you notice I say y'all? Y'all. It doesn't take long. That's like the first month, and you're saying y'all. I talked to my teenage boy, my 18-year-old, and he said that's the only word in English that's okay, because it's like, I, you, he, she, they, he, she, me, no, we, you. And so y'all is you, the plural you. So it's actually missing piece from English language. Y'all. All right, good. Ready? 2, 3, and... The road behind us is broken. Mountains shook and the earth split open, but we made it this far. The hardest part is to trust again. We barely held on through the hurricane winds, but we lived, and here we are. Can you imagine? We can get through anything now. Keep your head up, tear the walls down. Don't let your life slip by with your eyes on the ground. We'll never let up, even when it hurts. I'll be there for you through the best and the worst. Keep your head up. Keep your head. Learn how to be open, not to let things go unspoken. Now we know what we need. With the past behind us, we can live the love we've lived but let go, and we free and be free. Can you imagine? We can get through anything now. Keep your head up, tear the walls down. Don't let your life slip by with your eyes on the ground. We'll never let up, even when it hurts. I'll be there for you through your head up, tear the walls down. Don't let your life slip by with your eyes on the ground. We'll never let up, even when it hurts. I'll be there for you through the best and the worst. Keep your head up, tear the walls down. Don't let your life slip by with your eyes on the ground. We'll never let up, even when it hurts. I'll be there for you through the best and the worst. Keep your head up.
Oh, yeah.
Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Keep your head up.
Get up. Yes. Awesome. We have a few things here.
We have a few things. First of all, we have some comments, online comments, we'd like to share with you. Sarah says, Rise is a favorite. Thanks, Kim. Suzanne is watching from Oakley. Sandra is watching from Loveland. Janice is watching from Kennedy Heights. And everyone sends love and gratitude.
Awesome. And just so you know, before we close this thing out and do all the things that we need to do, Tajci and I are doing a concert at 1 o'clock today, right here. So, you can grab a bite, you can bring it here and eat in the garden or whatever, but you don't want to miss that, because that's the story behind the music. That's where you really get to go and hear a little bit more. And I'm excited to be here, so I hope to see all of you as well.
We are
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Thank you.
And I think we have, well, yeah, we're going to do the collection, and I'm going to call the ushers forward for that. It's time for our offering. If you have felt spiritually fed today, whether you're online or you're here in person, this is where we get to have our tithes and our love offerings and bless them. And at Unity, we take our love offerings and our gifts in our hands, and we say our affirmation. Divine love, moving in and through me, blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive. And we are so thankful for these gifts, for the gifts of your presence here, for the gifts of your love offering and your tithes. We're so grateful for the gift of being spiritually fed this morning, for all the musicians, for Tajci, for everyone that's here, for all of your presence. And we're so thankful for this day. And we say thank you, God. And so it is.
And today we have, as always, we have prayer chaplains available for prayer. Unity is founded on prayer. And as is Tajci's lovely song.
Thank you.
So if you have a prayer request or a celebration, Lauren and Marilyn are here, who would be happy to pray with you over here after the service.
Yeah, and I also want to let you know, our board president is going to come up here in just a second. Tajci has CDs and books back there. I also have CDs, but I want you to pay more attention to what Tajci's got going on, because, she's here from Nashville. So right back
I
there
need
by the
gas money.
happenings table, you want to go see her right after the service. And so I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that. But right now, it's Superhero Sunday, and we're ready to honor our latest superhero.
Wow.
So who do we have? Our Superstar Award, Angel's Wings Resale Shop. But we want to honor someone who is a presence at Angel's Wings all the time. So beautiful. Miss Kay Leeds, please come. You are the superstar. Angel's Wings and our special superstar. Yes. Please stand for her. She's beautiful and amazing. All through all of this, she's been such a presence. Yeah. So thank you so much. And is that it? We're ready for the... Oh, we didn't welcome new... Is there anyone here that you're here for the very first time? It's your first time? We have so Regina's here, and she wants to give you a welcome packet because we're so grateful that you're here. And there's a gift in there, tells you more about the center. And we hope that you felt blessed today and that you will come back and join us.
So stop back at the newcomers table in the corner back there, and
Yeah.
Regina will meet you there.
Right by Tai Chi's CDs.
And answer
Yeah.
any questions you might have.
All right.
We're glad
Absolutely.
you're here.
We are so glad you're here. So, this is the time in our service. Last week we got a little confused about it, but we are actually going to stand and we're going to circle up and hold hands. Remember that? We get to circle up and hold hands. So, make a big giant circle. I know you forgot how to do this, right?
And for those of you who weren't here prior to the pandemic, this is how it used to look.
Right.
We're going to say our prayer for protection and then sing our
Sing our
peace
peace
song.
That's right. So together we know that the light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is